Jennifer Garner has been pictured out after ex-husband Ben Affleck landed himself in hot water on Tuesday, for saying he felt trapped in their marriage and would never have got sober if they were still together. The actress appeared to be shrugging off the controversy, as she put on a brave face while out with her children, Serafina, 12, and son Samuel, 9, that she shares with Affleck. They also have a daughter, Violet, 15. However, sources have claimed that the Alias star is not okay with Affleck's comments, and feels as though they were a slap in the face. Garner, who has rarely spoken about her marriage unlike Affleck, stepped out dressed casually with a coffee in hand, as her ex was blasted on social media on Tuesday. The online backlash also swung in favor of Garner, with some dredging up an old quote from the star about Affleck's infamous back tattoo. Speaking to Vanity Fair in 2016, Garner refused to claim responsibility for his midlife crisis, thinking of a rising phoenix, saying, "You know what we say in my hometown about that? Bless his heart. A phoenix rising from the ashes. Am I the ashes in this scenario? I take umbrage. I refuse to be the ashes," Garner added. The 49-year-old actor made the eyebrow-raising remarks during an appearance on The Howard Stern Show on Tuesday, when he stated that he probably still would have been drinking if he hadn't separated from Garner, 49, in 2015. Affleck, who has 3 children with his ex-wife, told Stern, "Part of why I started drinking was because I was trapped. I was like, I can't leave because of my kids, but I'm not happy. What do I do? And what I did was, I drank a bottle of scotch and fell asleep on the couch, which turned out not to be the solution." A source told In Touch on Wednesday that Garner is not okay with her ex regarding the situation. "Jen isn't particularly happy with Ben's wording on the subject of why they divorced," the source claimed. The source added that the comments were a slap in the face to Garner. Meanwhile, his candid comments have sparked a firestorm on social media, where users accused Affleck of trying to blame his alcohol issue on Garner, who was famously pictured driving her ex-husband to rehab in 2018, 3 years after they separated. "You blame your ex-wife for drinking? You were a drunk before you married her," one impassioned Twitter user wrote. "Speaking poorly about the mother of your children pretty much makes you sick, a terrible father and a total D-head," the Twitter user continued, while several others demanded that Affleck take responsibility for his own actions. Another disgruntled fan wrote, "Ben Affleck sounds like, you're blaming your ex-wife for your drinking. Scumbag." Ben and Jennifer officially split in June 2015, just one day after their 10-year anniversary. During the span of their decade-long marriage, the former couple welcomed daughters Violet, 15, Serafina, 12, and son Samuel, 9, and Affleck told Stern that the couple's decision to split came large as a result of the impact they feared their relationship would have on their children, saying they didn't want their marriage to be the model that our kids see. 3 years after Affleck and Garner split, the actor was seen being driven to rehab for the 3rd time by his ex-wife, with images capturing him sitting in the back of a car, while she was behind the wheel. At the time, it was reported by TMZ that Garner staged an intervention for her ex-husband and pleaded with him to get help for his alcoholism. Witnesses said that she arrived at Affleck's Pacific Palisades home carrying a Bible and accompanied by a lawyer. An emotional Affleck was then seen leaving the house in a car driven by Garner, before reportedly checking in at the Canyon Live-In Rehab facility in Malibu that same evening. In the wake of his Howard Stern interview, social media was quick to hit out at the star for shifting the blame, as well as to scold him for seemingly putting Garner on blast so publicly. "You were a D-head. Even if that's the case about unhappiness in your marriage, why would you drag your ex through the mud publicly and seemingly blame the situation for your own self-destructive choices?" read one tweet, with another simply stating, "Ben Affleck confirms. He is still the worst." Though Ben felt comfortable enough to speak candidly about his alcoholism, many found their remarks aimed at Jennifer and their marriage to be in poor taste. #Ben Affleck is unlikable. Don't blame your ex-wife for your issues, read one aggressive tweet, while another angered fan deemed the statement a cheap shot. Cheap shot, saying you were trapped in a marriage and it caused you to drink. Way to take some responsibilities for your part. One Twitter user went as far as to call the Tender Bar actor an a-hole with no class and hoped that his 3 children will stop speaking to you for good because you truly aren't good enough for them. Being that Affleck is an alcoholic recovering or otherwise, one fan found it unsettling that he is seemingly blaming others for his issues. They continued, "Therapy would have better served him than a bartender. I'm sure he's just lovely to live with also. Horrible to say about the mother of his kids publicly even if she is difficult."